So we begin with the actual definition of genocide according to the United Nations. According to the United Nations Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide, quote, in the present convention, genocide means any of the following acts committed with intent to destroy, in whole or in part, a national, ethnical, racial, or religious group, such as killing members of the group, causing serious bodily or mental harm to members of the group, deliberately inflicting on the group conditions of life calculated to bring about its physical destruction in whole or in part, etc. Israel, with their complete air superiority, certainly would have had the ability to commit full-scale human atrocities had they wanted to. They have complete air superiority. They could have used F-35s and simply turned the place into a parking lot. In fact, believe it or not, there have been more births in the Gaza Strip since the beginning of this war than there have been deaths in the Gaza Strip from the war itself. That is a very poor way to conduct a genocide. The basic logic of Hamas is that they know that the Israelis don't want to kill civilians, which is the reason they hide behind them. The whole goal is to get as many civilians killed as possible, so as to then claim that Israel is purposefully killing the civilians when Israel is doing literally everything humanly possible in an urban warfare environment in which terrorists deliberately hide behind their own children, not to kill the children. And the West simply buys into it because the West does not understand the mentality of Hamas, which is use whatever tool is at your disposal to destroy the state of Israel and kill as many Jews as possible. And if that means killing their own children, they will 100% do it. Israel has not only not engaged in a genocide, Israel has engaged in the most humane war in the history of civilization in an urban warfare environment. Israel gave warning in some cases for weeks for civilians to evacuate major urban areas of northern Gaza before it launched its ground campaign back in fall of 2023. The IDF reported dropping over 7 million flyers, but it also deployed technologies never used anywhere in the world. Israel made over 70,000 direct phone calls, sent over 13 million text messages, left over 15 million pre-recorded voicemails to notify civilians they should leave combat areas, where they should go, and what route they should take. They deployed drones with speakers and dropped giant speakers by parachute that began broadcasting for civilians to leave combat areas once they hit the ground. They announced and conducted daily pauses of all operations to allow any civilians left in combat areas to evacuate. Israel shipped in literally tons of humanitarian aid into the very same area where the hostages were being held, where civilians were helping to hold the hostages. Hamas routinely steals that aid and then uses it in order to prop itself up. And the media, of course, have been complicit in this lie. Zach Goldberg points out, coverage linking Israel to so-called genocide now exceeds that of every actual or widely recognized genocide of the last 40 years, including Rwanda, Darfur, Bosnia, Myanmar, and the Yazidis. In the New York Times, the spike in 2023-2024 mentions of genocide along Israel is more than 9 times larger than the peak for Rwanda in the mid-1990s and nearly 6 times the peak for more recent Darfur genocide.
If you don't ever express any interest in the murder of Muslims in Syria, not any interest in genocide in Sudan, killing of hundreds of thousands of people in Yemen, but on the 8th of October, you're on the street with a placard attacking Israel, I'm sorry, you're an anti-Semite, for sure. You may not know you are, but that's what's motivating you.